Hello YouTube. My name is Mel from Mel's Paper Mix. I'm a 24-year-old cash stuffer here on YouTube. I am an engineer by trade, and this is going to be really exciting because I get to go over my new salary. Now, this is going to be really interesting because I am just doing my best guesstimation for my actual paycheck. I am still going to be paid semi-monthly, so I only get paid twice a month, but that is totally okay. I'll go over like details on my guesstimate and go over the details of my salary as well, just so I can get some financial transparency out there and so people have an idea on what the market is looking like for other engineers. So I would like to start off by saying if you are interested in this budget layout or a different budget layout, I do have a link to a Google Drive for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I did just a budget sheet giveaway, and I have a walkthrough on my channel too. So if you want to try budgeting and you want to try a different layout, or you want to try a different layout, check out that link. It is free and it is a lot simple. Obviously there's no categories in there, but that is in the description. And also, if you already have a layout that you really like, I do have challenges in that link as well that you can try out because I wanted everyone to kind of celebrate this. So if you are also a cash stuffing channel, please leave a comment down below so that I can check out your channel and hopefully others can check out your channel as well. So I'm going to bring up my little notepad right here because, so my previous job, I was making, I started off at $67,000 a year. Then I got a raise to $69,000 a year. I got fired. I got laid off. And then this is my starting salary for my new job. I am a process engineer. I am about 2 years into, or 2 years after college. I have had some experience with internships as well. If you want me to go over more about my experience and such, please let me know because I am more than happy to kind of go over in more detail, but that's just a little bit of background. So this is going to be my salary for the year. I am going to do a 7% contribution to my 401k because that is the employer max percentage for contribution. So I'm going to take the full match because it's free money. After this contribution, because this is taken out, this is taken out pre-tax, that leaves $77,190 after my 401k contribution. I'm going to estimate a 26% tax. That is my state, local, FICA. I believe it's 25 in total, but I just want to do 26. I'm playing this extremely conservative because I would rather budget below and have extra than have it be the other way. So after this 26% tax, I'm left with $57,120.60 after tax. That's per year, and per month, that is $4,760.05. This is my paycheck, my guesstimate paycheck per month, but I'm going to still be even more conservative, and I'm going to round that down to $4,700. This is going to be my guess. So I'm going to budget this amount. I could budget the $4,760, but I want to be really, really conservative just because I don't want to be caught off guard. And if my paycheck comes in a lot higher than this, then I will take the difference and budget that. But for now, that is what I'm going to be working with. So my full-time income, $4,700. And then I also have a high yield savings account. And I got the interest for the month of April. That will be, well, actually, it's a little more than 100, but I want to round to nice pretty numbers. So that is gonna go towards the income. So for the month of May, I'm going to be budgeting $4,800. So I am going to start off with my digital binder. These are my bills. I have basically saved up for my May bills. So any money coming in during May will be saved up for and like set aside for June. So starting off with my rent, that is $1,680. This includes my actual rent. This includes parking, renter's insurance, and utilities. So $1,680 is rent. And then I want to do something a little different this month, just because I want to kind of build a bills buffer where I want to try and be another month ahead on my bills. That's going to take a while just because my rent is so high. So it's just something I'm going to slowly work towards, which is totally fine. And I am going to double up saving for my electric, internet, and phone. So my electric, I budget around $50. So I'm going to double it to $100. Internet is $39. I round up to $40. So this is $80. My phone is $55 per month. I am with my family's phone plan still. Not rounded, doubled up. That is $1,200. Wait. Actually, that's a lie. That's $110. But I don't want to deal with singles. So I will do $120 for my phone bill. My car note, this is for my car loan. I do have a car loan. The minimum monthly payment for that is $301. I want to get this gone. I want this to be gone because it's like 7.5% interest. So I'm putting extra payments. I have been putting extra payments basically the whole life of the loan. And this month I'm doing $440. The reason why I chose $440, I knew I wanted to pay more than $301. And 440 is nicely divisible by 4. So last month I did 400. And this month I was like, oh, I can put a little bit more towards my car loan. So I just put $40 because it's nicely divisible by 4. Because that's how many weeks are going to be in the month. And then I also have student loans. The minimum monthly is like $278. I just round up to $280. So $280 for my student loans. Now I'm going to add everything up. I'll move this to the side so you can see my calculator. Or let me move that up. So if we add everything up, 1680 plus 100, 80, 120, and 140. Oh, not 140. Oh my goodness. 1680, 100, 80, 120, 440, and 280. That is $2,700. I'm going to take that amount and subtract it from the total up here. That leaves me with $2,100. Okay, for groceries, I like to shop at Aldi, and I also meal prep. I do get some snacks as well for work, and that is around $40 a week. 40 times 4 is 160. My budget currently is $25 per week for gas, but now my work commute is a lot shorter, so I'm just going to decrease this by $5 per week. So it's going to be $20 per week now, and that's going to be $100. It might drop down more, but honestly, I need to see what my gas consumption is like through the week, and then I will change it if I need to. Eating out is going to get $120. That's $30 a week. And then spending is going to get $25 a week. That is $100. In total, this is $480. We'll take that and subtract it from the $2,100. I am left with $1,620. Now this is the exciting bit because my emergency fund, I'm not putting anything in there because it is at $10,000. It is 3.5 months of income replacement. I'm going to pause that for a little bit because I'm going to focus on my other goals. And once I reach that, I'll go back to trying to get my emergency fund a little beefier, or in case my situation changes. But I kind of am contributing to an emergency fund by building to my bills buffer, but nothing is directly going into my emergency fund. For medical, I'm going to put $100 in here. For my future pet, this is really exciting as well. I'm going to increase it to $10 a week at 40. I've been putting 5, but I kind of want to increase it a little bit. And then travel, I want to put $100. This is going to be a new envelope for the month. And I want to have it because this is just for any future travel. I have a travel envelope here in another binder, but this is already this has a dedicated destination for it as well. This is for any unplanned, any future travel opportunities. So I just want to start saving up for it because travel can be expensive. And now I do have a little bit of play, or I have a little bit more play money with my new salary. So that's really exciting. So I'm just going to allow myself to save up for any future travel. This one's actually easy math. $240 for savings. And then that means that I have $1,200 left over. For monthly expenses, oh, I spit on my iPad, sorry. Actually, I'm gonna write these down as well. And I think digital is 2,700, and then my income. Okay, for gym, I currently don't go to a gym right now. I'm running. I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. I'm still learning how to keep my heart rate down. So if you have any tips, please let me know. And trying to get my breathing in check. Again, any tips, please let me know. And I'm thinking of possibly going back to the climbing gym. And I want to start saving because the starting fee is a little high. Well, there is a starting fee to start your membership back up. And I'm just going to slowly save for it because I don't know when that'll happen. I don't even have a start date in my mind. So I'm just going to put some money towards it, which is $40. For memberships, I'm going to put 20. That's around the amount that I need to pay. It's for Spotify, Apple Storage, Minecraft, and HBO Max. But the last two I do share with someone. And then my Roth IRA, I want to contribute to this. I can't contribute as much just because I'm focusing on my debt payoff. But this is $160 for monthly expenses. I have $1,040 left over for my sinking funds and my big binder, which is basically just like other sinking funds as well. Okay, clothes is fully funded at $100, so that doesn't need anything. Apartment is fully funded with $150, that doesn't need anything. I don't want to put anything towards my hobbies. My Etsy, I wasn't able to get a paycheck. Well, I did get a paycheck, but basically it just covered all of the fees for Etsy, so nothing is going into my Etsy. So now we can kind of just go through things. Okay, for dates, I'm going to put 100 in here because Mother's Day is going to be coming up. And then I have one of my brother's graduations coming up. So I'm just going to put 100 there. Christmas, I am going to put like $15 a week in there, and that is 60. And then for family, I want to put $10 a week in there, so that is 40. So we have 40 plus 60 plus 100 plus, I want to start putting some money into bulk food, but I don't want to put 10. I'll just do $5 a week, so that's 20. Dates, I think I have a good amount in there right now. I'll do $20 a week, so that's 80. The weather is getting a lot nicer. I am like, my boyfriend and I are going in on more dates, especially because the weather is getting nicer. For spending for myself, I think I'll do $15 a week. I still have like a lot of money in there, so I don't want to put too much because there are still other categories that I want to contribute to, you know? Oh, you know what? I messed this up. I'm gonna just start from the top. Plus 60 plus, and then I think I just want to do $10 for the rest of the categories. So 40, 40, and 40. That is $480 going to my sinking funds. So that's really exciting. Okay, so let's figure out how much goes into my grouping binder. And my goal is to have $0 left over, because that means that every single dollar that I am expecting coming in has a job. And again, if I have done my guesstimate wrong and I actually do get more money back, more money than $4,700, then I will take the difference and budget that. I will make sure that every dollar has an assignment. Okay, now we get into my grouping binder. The total has to be $560. So for my car, what I've been doing is $25 going into car maintenance, and then $25 a week going into car maintenance, $25 a week going into car insurance, and then I want to do $5 a week going to my car registration. I just paid that in April, and I want to start contributing for next year, and I'll just slowly build up to it. So 25 plus 25 plus 5, that's 55 times 4, 220. My car is going to get $220 this month. My friend's wedding, I'm making like pretty good progress on it. I think I have like 2 or 3 envelopes left. So 100 going there. So 560 minus 220, minus 100, 240 left. And let me see. Actually, hold on, let me check something. Okay, everyone, I figured out where my mistake is, and that is right here. Y'all are probably screaming at your screens because I did not do my math right, but 1,620 minus 240 is not what I had. It's 1,380. So that minus 160 is 1,220. So let me correct that up here. And then that amount subtracted 480 is 740. So grouping has $740 going into that binder. And let me fix this total. All right, so 220 in car, 100 in my friend's wedding. I want to put basically the $100 from my high yield interest into travel, and I think I want to do like $40 a week into both of these, and then I think that'll be $160. But I'm going to put $100 extra into travel for my high yield, so that is $260. This is $160. How did I get to $40? I think I did. So I did like a first pass of this, like on a scratch notepad. And basically what I did was I took $740 and I was like, okay, this is the amount that I want in my envelopes, like going into my envelopes every single week. So car was pretty much set. I had $520 left for these categories. For my friend's wedding, I'm making really good progress in that. I don't need to put more than like $100 for the next few months until it arrives. So I was like, I only really need $100 in there. So then I took this and I divided this by 2 because there's 2 envelopes. And initially I wasn't going to I totally forgot about my high yield savings. So I did, $420. Initially I was working with 320. So I took that and I divided it by 2. That's where I got that's where I got the $40 a week for these 2 categories. And then I remembered my high yield and I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just put that in travel. So that's where I got the $40 a week from. I figured out these 2 first, and then I realized that I kind of want to put the same amount in these 2, and then the high yield savings. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer. So now I get to fill out my summary. For my monthly expenses, that is $160. Sinking funds had $480, and then grouping I just did, but I forgot. That is $740. So quick overview again. I am estimating $4,800 for my new job. I am putting $2,700 towards bills and my debt. For everyday spending, my daily cash, I'm doing $480 into those envelopes for the 4 weeks. For savings, that is $240, a big decrease from previous months because my emergency fund is fully funded. Monthly expenses, membership, gym, Roth IRA, $160. Sinking funds, $480. And then a big chunk going into my grouping binder because this has a goal for 2024, which was to not incur any credit card debt. And that is a way for me to avoid doing that is saving up for some of my upcoming trips, I guess you could say. That was moving. That was my friend's wedding. That was travel for it. So now I get to do this fun column. Is this the same? That is not the same. This is too bright. I'm so sorry, guys. I haven't had one picked out. Okay. Now I get to do the percentages because I like to see how much is going into what. And percentages make it a little bit easier to see. So 56.3% is going into my bills and my debt. And I'm okay. My goal is to get it to 50%, but it's a little higher, but I'm okay with it because I'm putting more towards my car loan. I'm wanting to pay it off a lot faster. So some of my wants are going towards the car loan. About 10% in everyday spending. 5% going into pure savings. 160 divided by 1480. 3.3, right? Whoa, not that. 3.3 going into monthly expenses. 480 is 10% again. Don't need to do the math on that. And then 740 divided by 4,800 is 15.4%. Okay, so we can kind of see that I am putting 56% towards my bills and debt. For spending for every day is 10%, and I'm saving around 5 plus 3. Not 3.3. 5 plus 10 plus 15.4, around 30%. Whether that be in pure savings, sinking funds, or like long-term sinking funds. So now if I add everything up, I should expect somewhere around 100. I'm not expecting to be on the dot 100 because I did rounding. So I'm expecting a little bit of error. Oh, but that didn't happen this time. So I have 100% of my paycheck accounted for, which is really cool. And now, if you have those budget sheets that I walked through with you guys, I'll take these numbers and put it into the week by week. I did that for myself. This is what that looks like. So you can see that for week 1, if you go to my bills section, you can see for week 1, I took all those numbers in here and I just divided it for the different weeks. So for my digital binder, I'll have $675 going into it. For my daily cash, you can see that I have 120, and then I just do that with every single category that I have. And then the full cash total between the 2 pages is $500. So I'll be stuffing $500 into my binders every single week. So that is what my week by week looks like. It's a little bit different from yours because I have the breaks in between the categories, whereas the budget sheet I gave you just has one full sheet, one full block of the category and the weeks. But yeah, this is what my guesstimated budget is going to be for my new job, and I'm really excited. I'm starting my 2nd week by the time that I'm filming this, so I'm really excited. I hope my guesstimate was good enough, but again, if I receive a little more than what I had budgeted for, I will make sure to document that. But I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below if you enjoyed it. And again, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.